Hey everyone, this is Lori from Real Cinema Therapy. Today I'm going to be reviewing Pluribus, Episode 1. This show was created by Vince Gilligan, who also created Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. The show stars Rhea Seahorn, who was also in Better Call Saul. She plays a character named Carol. She's a very charismatic character. So the show is very interesting. It takes place in the apocalypse. It's about a virus that takes over everyone except for Carol and 11 other people. The show explores themes of a hive mind and the collective consciousness. It's interesting to me how it parallels, or I should say it opposes, Carl Jung's concept of the collective unconscious, and how it plays out in being an individual versus being part of the group. Now, before I get into the episode, please like and subscribe to my channel so you will receive notices when the episodes are going to drop. Let's get started. It takes place in New Mexico, and it involved an alien signal that was captured by American scientists, and it was studied. It somehow was converted into RNA and downloaded into animals to experiment on, like rats. And of course, the rat ends up biting a person, and the person is infected with this virus. And the virus then continues to populate a person's saliva. So kissing would be the easiest way. So basically, everybody succumbs to this virus except for the lead character, Carol, played by Rhea Seahorn. And she is somebody who is an angry person in general. She's an author. She writes romance novels. She doesn't like it, but she does it for the money and the fame. She has a lot of fans, and they all love her romance novels. But she's writing a very serious book right now, and she doesn't like being known as a romance novelist, but she's doing it because of the money. Her partner is always trying to help her see the positive side of things, and she just can't. She's just like, my life sucks. This sucks. I don't like what I'm doing. And that night, this virus comes down and wipes out everybody, including her partner. And she's devastated. Her partner dies. Many people succumb to this virus, but they don't die. Many of them revive. They go into a temporary state of actually more like a seizure. They're shaking, they're having tremors, and she's observing all of this. And then after a period of time, they come out of this state. They appear to be just like they were before. The only difference is there is now a hive mind. There is a collective consciousness where they all share memories and thoughts and feelings. There isn't anybody who is an individual anymore. So they know all about Carol because her partner, before she died, she became part of that hive mind. She succumbed to the virus. She died because she hit her head on the pavement when she fell. If that hadn't have happened, she would probably still be alive, but it wasn't the virus that did it. It was the actual seizure that threw her down. She became part of this collective, and all her memories of Carol are known to all of them now because everybody has access to the same information. So they start calling Carol by her name. Hey, Carol, Carol. Oh, we want to help you, Carol. Of course, Carol is terrified and freaked out, and she takes her partner's body and she leaves and she goes home. And she drags her body inside the house and she locks the doors and she's terrified. And she sees all these people are around her and they all know her name and she can't understand why. She sees the TV is on, it's like C-SPAN, and she's being told to call a phone number. So she calls the phone number and the person on the TV starts talking to her and explaining that everybody has succumbed to this virus except for her and 11 other people. She says, well, I don't understand what's going on. So the person explains it to her and says, but we want to help you. And the goal is to get you to become like us. We need to fix this problem. Carol starts crying. She goes, I don't want to become like you. I want to be me. So basically, that's the way the episode ends, that Carol is alone. Her partner is dead. She's surrounded by all these people that are acting really strange. They all want to help her, and she's angry, and she's alone. This show's theme also compares, or I should say debates, individuality versus a hive mind. It's a very interesting take on the collective consciousness. Now, we've all heard of the term the collective unconscious, which was coined by Carl Jung, and it's about how we all can tap into the wisdom of the universe. Through our own unconscious, we're able to tap in to certain things and incorporate them into our lives and possibly into our consciousness as well. But even though there is this collective unconscious, there is still a consciousness. We are still conscious individual human beings. So we have the advantage of being separate and individual, but also able to tap into the wisdom of the ages. And that's a very powerful thing. In this show, it seems that the collective unconscious becomes the collective conscious. So everybody is conscious of everything going on around them. Every person, every thought, every memory becomes everybody else's memory. There is no individuality. There is no consciousness to speak of, a separate self-consciousness, a self. The ego dies, basically. The ego is the part of you that is yourself that you identify with. You may still have a little bit of that ego, but it's just not important anymore. The collective hive mind is what's important. So Carol does not want to lose that part of her that makes her human. Her emotions, her thoughts, her memories, her likes, her dislikes. That's what makes her human. And everybody else, that's been robbed and taken away from them. Their individuality has been stolen from them. And Carol is left to be alone with all of these people. Now, there are 11 other people. I don't know where they are. We'll find out as the series goes on. Another thing that she was told is that not only is everybody sharing a collective consciousness, everybody is kind to each other. There is no hate. There's no war. There's no suffering. There's no killing. So it sounds like utopia. It sounds like an ideal world where there's peace and love and harmony. But where's the individuality? Where is that something that makes us who we are? And I think that's what Carol wants. Carol has spent her whole life pretending to be someone she's not. She is a romance novelist. She doesn't want to be a romance novelist. She's writing a serious book. We don't know what kind of book it is, but we know it's a serious book. She wants to be taken seriously, but she has given up on her dream so that she could make money and be famous for something she really doesn't want to do. So it's very interesting that Carol has spent her life being something other people want her to be. And now that's being taken away from everybody. Everyone has to be who everybody else is. And she realizes how important it is to not give that up. It's made her realize that she has spent her life this way. And now she wants to be herself, Carol. It was mentioned earlier in the show that the lead character of her book is named Raban, and it's a male character. And Carol wanted it to be a female character, but she figured her audience would not accept it. They would not accept a female pirate, so she made her character a male. So now she has a chance to let people know who she is, but the problem is, who cares? At this point, nobody cares. They want her to be like them. So it's very interesting to see where this will go. But I like the premise of the show. Carol does not want to give up who she is, her independence, her individuality. She even wears the color yellow throughout the episode, and the yellow is a very bold color. It's also usually like a very happy color. Yellow is the color of the sun. And it's funny because Carol is far from happy. She's a very unhappy person, yet she wears yellow. So it's like saying, I want to be happy, but I'm not. It's a very bold color. It makes a bold statement. It brightens up the room when she walks in. Most people in the episode are wearing darker colors, blues. You see some people in purple. Some of her fans are wearing purple. But everybody pretty much is in blue. She's the only one in a bold color because she wants to stand out in a world that she's been hiding from. I think we're going to see more of Carol really letting herself out, embracing who she is, and not conforming. And in a way, this show is also very telling about the times that we live in now, where we do have a certain hive mind and a certain way of embracing technology and not really striving to be an individual anymore, but more about going along with the crowd. Because when you go along with the crowd, it's safer, people accept you, no one criticizes you, you're part of the crowd. But when you stand out, then people can dislike you, they can talk about you, they can say that they don't like the way you think or what you do. So it's very precarious to be an individual, but it's also satisfying because that's what humans are. We are individuals. So I hope you liked my review of episode 1, and I intend to review the remaining episodes. I believe there are 9 episodes in this season. So please like and subscribe to my channel so you will receive updates when the next video drops. And I hope to see you in the next video soon.